Hi, this is Becca with Blue Mouse Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to make a motivational card. For this card, you're going to need some motivational stamps, a cutting tool, some stickles, ink, ribbon, pop dots, cardstock, tape, a quarter punch, and your Imagine More Cricut art cartridge. Now let's get started. Alright, so I have my cardstock base, and this measures 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. So when I do all my mats, I'm going to be doing them 1/8 smaller because I don't want a lot of weight showing. So I'm going to take my black cardstock, and I'm going to cut it at 4 1/8 by 5 1/8. Make sure you line it up nice and straight. So I have my black, and so now I'm going to do my green, and my green is going to measure 4 by 5, so I'm going to cut that right now. So there I have it. So I have my two bases, and they line up like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking my Martha Stewart quarter punch, and I'm using this flower one. And so I'm going to pull out the tabs, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch all 4 corners of this. So make sure that you have it lined up nice and straight, and punch. And if you have a little tab like that, that's okay, you just rip it off. So there you have it. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be gluing that onto here. So I'm going to use my ATG gun, and I'm going to do that right now. And I'm actually, just because of the corners, how they're so delicate, I'm going to take my Zig little glue stick, and I'm just going to put a little dot of glue and smear it in. And so, press those down, and so I have those lined up. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stickles, or glitter glue, whichever you like to call it, and I'm going to put a little dot, I don't know if you can see this, but there's 2 tiny little flowers on each side, and I'm going to put a little dot on each one of those. So I've done that, and now in the centers of the big flowers that you see there, I'm going to put a little jewel. Now I got my jewels from Walmart. They already have stickies on the bottom. They come in pink and white. You can use your eye rock, you can use any little jewels. I just got these ones because they already have the adhesive on the back. So now I have my 4 little jewels in the center of all of my flowers, and so now I'm going to take my ribbon, and I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, get 2 pieces of tape on my fingers, line it up in the center here, flip it over, and I'm going to tape each side, like so. So there is my card base. Now what I need to do is I need to add my Imagine image. Let's go over to my Cricut Imagine, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm over at my Imagine machine, and I'm going to be using this Imagine More Cricut cartridge, and I'm going to be using this image right here, and it's on page 21, so that's what we'll be using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stylus, I'm going to press print and cut, and it's going to load here, and I have my cartridge already loaded on this side. So I'm going to scroll through the images till I find the one that I'm looking for. which is this one right here. I'm going to click Edit. And I'm going to change some of the colors on here. So I'm going to take this brown ring here, and I'm going to change it to one of these blues. I think I like that. And then I'm going to change this one as well. So I click on that, and I want it to be a green color. So all the little colors that come with your machine are down here. Let's try this one. I don't like that one. We'll go with this one here. There we go. So there we go. So I changed this and this, and I'm going to leave the rest of it the same. And so then I'm going to change the size to, let's try 3.5, and I'll change it if that's too big. So we'll see. So we're going to click Next. And I think 3.5 looks perfect. And so I have my multi-cut on 1, my speed on 4, and my pressure on 4, and my blade on 4. So I'll zoom this out so you guys can see what the next step is. Alright, so I have my sheet loaded with my paper, and so I'm going to put it in the top where it says Insert Mat here, and push that all the way in. And then I'm going to press Next, and then I'm going to apply light pressure and press Print and Go. And you only have to apply pressure until it grabs your mat, and then you can let it go and let it do its thing. And so I have my image here, and then we'll go back and finish the card. Alright, so I'm back and I have my image that's going to be going on the top of my card, but I'm not done yet because I have to stamp it. I also noticed that I need to recalibrate my machine. You know that you need to do that when you have a nice thick border here and a very thin border on top. It means it's not quite calibrated right, so I'm going to be redoing that. So for the sake of this movie, I'm just going to leave it. It'll be fine. The stamp set I'm using is Pink by Design. It's a motivational stamp set. It's called Believe in Yourself. And so that's the stamp set I'm going to be using, and there's lots of great ones on here. The one I'm going to be using, it says, at any given moment, you have the power to say this is not how the story is going to end. So this card can be used if you're trying to motivate somebody, if you just kind of want to give them encouragement, if they're going through a rough time. So I'm going to ink up my stamp set with my Memento ink, make sure it's nice and even, and then I'm going to place it on, lining it up, and then I'll just press it down. And I really love this one because it worked really well with the lines that were on my image. So it almost looks like it's supposed to be printed on there. So there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pop dots, but this time I don't have dots. I have strips, so they come in full strips. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut where I want it, and then I'll pull this whole strip off, and these are also from Walmart, and then I'll just stick it on like so, and it goes all the way like that, and then I'll peel it off. And actually, I just about did something I didn't want to do. I want to put this onto my card base first. So first, and the only reason that you want to put it onto your card base first is because when you do that before you put on a popped image, it's easier to put your adhesive on and it doesn't warp your image. I mean, you can still do it. If you've already put it on, that's fine, but I don't want to. So, here we go. We'll line that up. And now I will put this on like so. And so here's the finished product, and here's the other one that I made. So if you like this craft and you'd like to see more, visit my blog at bluebellscrafts.blogspot.com and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.